We're about 30 away now. We're going to open up with our D sound and then go into our A sound, which is our headline hits. And then we're going to dissolve into our 2 shot on camera 2. 15. Stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2, and fade up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News.
Ready A sound.
Coverage you can count on.
Take A
An
sound.
innocent man locked in jail for 11 months is now taking action against the city.
And tonight, police
Ready
are
2
cracking down
shot
on a growing drug
on camera
problem
2.
in
Dissolve
LA.
2 shot.
Good evening, I'm Ashley Good.
Ready camera
And I'm
3.
James Johnson.
Take 3.
A pure form of ecstasy is spreading across the metro Atlanta area, according to
Ready
city police.
84.
The
Matte
drug is better
full.
known by its street name
Take
Molly.
matte.
Channel 2's Andrew James joins us from APD headquarters, where police are
Ready A
investigating
sound.
the growing popularity of
Take
this
A
drug.
sound.
Now, police know the drug is growing.
Okay, the total running time in this package is 1 minute 18.
Express fear that people don't know the harsh effects of using this drug.
It's going to eat your body.
This is police video of a drug raid in northwest Atlanta. The raid confiscated various drugs.
Ready to
with
key
Molly
81.
included. This is a photo of a bag full of the granular drug that is being seen in the form of gel capsules. Atlanta Police Narcotics Commander Lieutenant Rick Mason says the drug is exploding across the city.
The
Key 81.
amount of Molly in Atlanta
can
is
take it out.
exploding. The geographical boundaries are expanding.
Matt Patier is an undercover officer for the City of Atlanta Police Narcotics Unit and
Ready
says
to key
he now sees
81.
the drug anywhere and everywhere.
Now we basically find it everywhere.
The drug itself, Lieutenant Mason says, is just another form of meth. It's corrosive, and Patier has seen firsthand from his undercover work what the drug can do to the body.
You can just basically see them kind
Key 81.
of go downhill, you know, from when you
Take
first
out
started
81.
dealing with them 6 months previously. They're sharper. They're
Get ready
more
to key
witty,
81
and
again.
In the investigation, it's almost like they're spaced out all the time.
Lieutenant Mason says
Key 81.
APD is hard at work cracking down on Molly use around the city.
You take
Those
out
two
81.
suspects in that drug raid video are behind
Ready
bars
camera 3,
tonight.
key 3.
Live at APD headquarters, Andrew James, Channel 2 Action News.
Take 3.
Police also want to warn students to stay
Ready
clear
camera
of the
1, key
drug.
2, key
They
4.
claim they're seeing Molly more on college campuses in and around the metro Atlanta area.
Take 1.
Tonight, a local pharmacy
Ready
raided by
BVO.
agents is at the center of a new
Take
investigation.
BVO.
Only Channel 2 Action News
Key
was
81.
there as the West End Pharmacy in Southwest
Take
Atlanta
out
was
81.
raided last week. Now, one man says someone stole his identity
Ready C
and used
sound.
it to fill prescriptions at the same
Take C
pharmacy.
sound.
I wouldn't think, you know.
Out
something
Q is
like
I'm
that would
scared.
happen to me. You know,
Ready
what-
camera
what
3,
do I
key 2,
do?
key 4.
I'm scared.
Take 3.
This afternoon, we know
Ready,
that a
AVO.
Brookhaven man shot and killed outside a Sandy Springs nightclub.
Take AVO.
38-year-old Paul Santos died in a shooting early
We're going
this
to go
morning
turbo
in
and
a
then
parking
go
lot
to
behind
camera
Capital 2
1.
nightclub on Roswell Road. Police emailed us this picture of a car leaving the area just after the shooting. Investigators need help identifying the driver.
Turbo.
Now, to
Camera
a
1.
developing story, Atlanta police are looking for a man they
Ready,
say
B
opened
sound.
fire early Sunday morning near the Georgia State campus. Channel 2's Devin Mullis found out how students and parents are reacting.
Take B sound. Total running time is 1 minute. We have a standard out cue.
A student at Georgia State University was walking on campus early Sunday morning when he heard shots fired.
Key 81.
I thought it was like an AK-47 or something, but my friends, they assumed that it was a firecracker.
According to police, the gunfire was the result of a brawl between two men at the corner of Piedmont and Armstrong Street, close to the Georgia State campus.
Now you can see the shattered glass.
Get ready to key 81 again.
This Georgia State parking deck. 9 panes were broken
Key 81.
in the shooting that left one man
Take out
shot in the
81.
shoulder.
Police say the gunman sped
Get ready
away
to
in a
key
car.
81
The
again.
shooting leaves students and parents worried for their safety.
Key 81.
Now and I want bulletproof glass. Like I don't
Take
feel like
81.
that's secure at all. It is traumatizing.
Key 81.
Safety-wise,
Take off
I don't feel
81.
safe anymore.
Atlanta police are
Ready for the tag on
investigating
camera
the
1
scene
with
and
the
sending
super at the
extra patrols
bottom
in
on
the
key
area.
4.
The injured man is recovering at Grady Hospital in Atlanta. Devin Mullis, Channel 2 Action
Take 1.
News.
Police are using the surrounding
Ready,
surveillance
full on
cameras to
83.
try to identify the gunman.
Take full.
If you have any information about this shooting, please call
Ready,
Crime
camera 1,
Stoppers
key
at
2, key 4.
404-577-TIPS. That's 404-577-8477.
Take 1.
A grand jury indicted the owner of
Ready,
a AC
CVO.
repair company for intentionally damaging a
Take
customer's
CVO.
unit. A Sandy Springs homeowner says she called Terrell
Key
Heating and
81.
Air for a quote on a new unit
Take Alpha
for her
81.
insurance. She says
Ready,
James
D
Terrell
sound.
used a blowtorch on the AC to better his chances, of collecting money from insurance.
Take D sound.
Asked him what he was
Out
doing,
Q is companies
and he was
before.
shocked and turned around and said, I want to make sure this
Ready,
is bad.
AVO.
I've worked with these insurance companies before.
Take AVO.
The homeowner says Terrell stalked and threatened her after the confrontation.
We're going to turbo into camera
Sandy
1
Springs
with key
police
4.
arrested Terrell for criminal damage to property and reckless conduct.
Take turbo.
A former U.S. Army soldier, an innocent man, was thrown in jail in
Ready,
a
B
mental
sound.
institution for nearly a year. His lawyers say they plan to sue local, state, and federal officials. Channel 2's investigative reporter Beatrice Rosen is live at Fulton County Jail with what she's uncovered.
Take B sound.
We are here in the Sally Port at the
Key
Fulton County
81.
Jail, where the wrong guy
Take off
spent
81.
11 months in here for somebody else's charges.
Total running time is 1:34. We have a standard out
Lawyers for
queue.
Kenneth Williams, a former U.S. Army soldier, say they plan to sue local, state, and federal officials after their innocent client was thrown in jail and then sent to a mental
Get ready to
institution
key 81
for roughly
again.
4 of those months, all for somebody else's charges.
My client
Key 81.
was there protesting his innocence, protesting that he was not the right person, and that was actually being
Take off
used
81.
against him in the state's battle to force medicate him.
Key 81.
Nightmare to me, you know, especially being locked up. For
Take off
something that you
81.
know you didn't do.
His lawyers, John and Ashley Merchant, say Atlanta police arrested him on January 4th, 2011, on a misdemeanor trespass charge, which was later dismissed.
Get ready to
But
key
3
81
days
again.
later, police arrested another man with a possible alias of Kenneth Williams for a felony heroin charge.
Key 81.
Few people understood until almost a year later that they had
Take
the
off
wrong
81.
person in custody.
The lawyers say that
Out
someone
queue
in
is
the
a
criminal
standard
justice
out queue.
system
Then we're going to
mixed
go
up
to camera
identifying
1
information for the two
for the
men.
tags.
At one point, a Kenneth Williams mugshot showed the profile views of 2 different men. The real Kenneth Williams was released after a judge eventually ordered a fingerprint check.
I feel very fortunate that the judge was listening. I feel very fortunate that the doctors and the social workers at Georgia Regional were listening.
The lawyer says they've served Fulton
Ready,
County,
camera 1.
Atlanta, and state officials with notices they must file before a lawsuit. But Williams says he doesn't believe justice will ever be served. In Fulton County, Beatrice Rosen, Channel 2 Action News.
Take 1.
Within the past 15 minutes, we've posted this story on our Facebook page. People are weighing in on the wrongful arrest, and you can as well. Just go to www.facebook.com/WSB-TV.
We're going to see on camera 1.
The number of black inmates in Georgia prisons.
We're going to go to 83 and dissolve into 83.
2013. Data
Dissolve.
from the Georgia Department of Corrections shows the
Add.
number of black men sent to prison in the last 5 years dropped by 19%.
Add.
A GBI official says that drop could be from the improving economy,
Add.
more drug courts,
We're going to go into ready camera 3, key 2, key 4. Take 3.
Animal activists say a shelter in Jonesboro
Ready,
is
C
shutting
sound.
down and operating in secret. Channel 2's reporter Macy Lauren found out the owner's response to these complaints and the next steps they plan on taking.
Take C sound. Total running time is 1:32. We have a standard out queue for this one as well. Ready to key 81.
They put down
Key
22
81.
dogs and 1 cat last week.
Take off 81.
There was no advance warning to that.
Ready to key 81 again. Key 81. Take off 81.
So now these dogs have no voice to the outside world. Without being able to take pictures, it just prevents us, it really hinders us from being able to rescue dogs.
Last week, the organization Partners for Pets was removed after
Ready to
3
key
years
81
on site.
again.
Captain Andre Jackson says it's because they refused to follow the shelter's new procedure.
They did not
Take
sign
81.
the memorandum of understanding, and that's the reason why they're not here today.
One said confidentiality
Ready to key
clause,
81.
there's no way with
Take
us being
81.
advocates we can sign that. This is the same
Take off
agreement
81.
we have refused to sign for over
Ready
a year
camera
and a half.
1, key 4 for the
Jackson says
tag.
They recently killed so many dogs because they could not get other shelters to take the dogs in. It was their last resort.
That's accurate due to our overcapacity.
Again, this is a standard
Our
out
efforts in order
queue.
to reach out to the community were extended, exhausted. We did as much as we can.
These rescue groups say that the shelter needs to be taken over by a private company and not run by the police department. Shelters in both Fulton and DeKalb counties currently use private companies.
There's no opportunity. You don't know who's being put down, and we certainly don't want to see anything done in secret.
Macy Lauren, Channel 2 Action News.
Take 1.
Following these complaints,
Ready
Clayton
camera
County
2 for the
Police
2
Chief
shot
Greg
with
Porter says
key
he's
1.
asked his department to contact the GBI to further investigate.
Take 2.
We've had lots of rain lately, but
Ready
can't
camera
we expect
5.
more?
Well, meteorologist Maya
At the
Stevenson
chroma key,
is in
take
Severe
5.
Weather Center 2 with a look at your week ahead.
Well, we were
Close
dealing
mics.
with the rain today, and that is
Key
because
84.
we're so humid. You know, we're in the southeastern Georgia. We are so close to the Gulf of Mexico, so we get this southerly wind flow to bring all that humid air are the metro Atlanta area. And as you can see here, the humidity is at 84%. So we're right there. It's feeling
In
very
2
muggy
minutes.
outside, producing these rain showers. And today we're at a high of 87. Right now we're at 77 degrees. So as we look at the humidity forecast, the good news is we're going to get a break from the humid conditions. You can see the pink, that's that moist air, and as this cold front starts to move through, it's going to bring more of a northerly wind flow into the metro Atlanta area. So instead of the pinks, we're going to see more of the comfortable oranges and yellows. So I know a few of you will be interested in that break in the humid weather. So as we look at the hour-by-hour forecast for your Tuesday, you can see here, starting in the morning, we're going to be pretty clear, but as we move into the afternoon, you're going to see the rain chances actually start to increase as the cold front moves through the area. It's going to be primarily centered around the central part of the metro Atlanta area, but anywhere in the viewing area is pretty much fair game for a shower. And that's going to continue into 6 p.m. and going to taper off as we move into the night as the daytime heating starts to diminish. So we're looking at lows for tomorrow morning. You're going to be about average at 71 there, 72 in Atlanta, 1 degree off, and highs for tomorrow we're going to be about average as well. 87 for Atlanta. We're 2 degrees off of the average at 89 degrees. So again, for
About
tonight,
1 minute
we're
left.
going to be at a low of 72 degrees. Some showers may be associated with that cold front that's moving through the area. And for tomorrow, we're going to be at a high of 87 degrees, partly cloudy skies with, again, a chance of showers. And as we look at
30
the
away.
5-day forecast, you can see here we're going to get a break from the rain for tomorrow. I mean, on Wednesday, actually, we're going to see a break from the rain, and we're going to see that the temperatures ranging in the upper 80s until Saturday. With your
15.
weekend always in view, Saturday's still going to be a clear day, but you can see the rain return for your Sunday with some isolated afternoon
Get ready for the
thunderstorms with a high of
tease
88
of the AVO. Take AVO.
The recent influx of unaccompanied minors over the U.S.
Ready,
border
BVO?
has found its way to Georgia. What parents are doing to locate their unaccompanied children.
Take
Plus, a
BVO.
new tourist attraction focused
Ready,
on civil
CVO.
rights is opening downtown. What this means for the city of Atlanta.
And
Take
after the word of
CVO.
a hotbed in Atlanta for illegal drug trade and its effects on the local community.
And fade to black. Master roll your break. We're going to open up with our 2 shot on camera 2 and with our key 1. And then go into D sound. That's following the turbo. And stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2, and fade up.
Welcome back. I'm Beatrice Rosen.
And I'm Devin Mullis.
Ready,
The
D
Bluff
sound.
has been the #1 open-air drug market in the South for over 30 years, and it is only 5 minutes away from the Georgia Dome.
Channel 2's Taylor Saxton is live in the Bluff with why it still exists after 30
Turbo
years and what
to D
Atlanta
sound.
police plan to do about it.
Abandoned houses on every corner.
Key 81.
Cars with suburban tags in and out of this area known as the Bluff for heroin.
Take off 81.
Why is it still a major
Total running time of this package is 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
You to pan out to see what I face, to see what I'm doing when I get off of work and I get out of my car. I don't think that someone's going to try to sell me heroin from there, but what if a heroin addict pops out of there and they're trying to rob me? This is what I'm more fearful of, is the repercussions of it.
Priscilla Joseph says she recently moved into the Bluff, what experts call the heroin capital of the South.
I see a lot of traffic and I see a lot of things that are happening. What I see walking up and down the street, like there was a man that I just had to scream out of the door, I'm worried about you, because I know that he was doing heroin in that house. And you could see him coming in regular intervals.
Outsiders visit the Bluff to buy heroin.
People are coming from all around Metro Atlanta purchasing illegal drugs from that community. The heroin addicts are getting younger and younger. They look more like suburban America than ever before.
We watched an Atlanta police undercover team find a dealer to sell them heroin in less than 5 minutes.
I would venture to say that you don't have to know someone to buy heroin in that area.
Everyone knows it. It's the best kept non-secret in Atlanta. So how come nothing's being done about it? It's absolutely worth saving. Why wouldn't we invest as a community? You know what I mean? That's something worth having.
We're vetting having some great conversations with the Blank Foundation as well as the Atlanta Police Foundation, and talking about providing a security initiative to stabilize Vine City and the English Avenue community. A security plan that would include everything from cameras to license plate
For a little
readers,
under 30
to
seconds.
building, dwelling homes for law enforcement to
Get
live
ready,
there.
camera
With
3
take-home vehicles.
with
We've got
the
to
key 2 and
stabilize
key
that
4.
Chief Turner says that
This
with
is a
building
standard out
Falcon
cue.
Stadium near the bluff and with city leaders' commitment, he says he believes we will see a transformation. Reporting from the bluff, Taylor Saxton, Channel 2
Take
Action
3.
News.
Tomorrow,
Ready,
a
84
legislative
full.
study committee will begin working on a long-term plan to improve traffic in the metro
Take
area.
84.
Lawmakers want
Add.
input during a series of public meetings to improve transportation and infrastructure. Improvements that would ultimately bring more jobs to
Add.
Georgia. Right now, Georgia
Ready,
ranks
camera 1,
second
key
to
2,
last
key
among the
4.
states in per capita spending on transportation.
Take 1. Ready, A
Destruction is
sound.
currently underway in Atlanta. Space for the new Falcon Stadium is being cleared, but that spells demolition for the historic Friendship Baptist Church. Channel 2's Jonathan Owens is at the current wrecking where he has witnessed mixed
Take
emotions.
A sound.
As you can see
Key
behind
81.
me, the demolition is well underway at the site that was once the historic
Total running time
Friendship
is a
Baptist
minute
Church,
24 with a standard out cue.
Stadium. And all of this comes with much controversy and many mixed emotions.
Crews have been working all day demolishing the historic church, and for many in the area, today's events mark
Ready,
a
key
somber
81.
moment.
Key 81.
Heartbreaking. I think it's awful.
Take off 81.
The history that's here.
Emmanuel McCall, the
Ready,
interim
key
pastor
81
for the
again.
church, emphasized the impact that the church has had on people.
You think of the
Key
people
81.
whose lives have been touched and changed. This for them was
Take
a
off.
symbol of hope.
To put the demolition in perspective,
What it took years and years and years to build, I've watched torn down in a matter of hours.
Get ready, key 81
couple of
again.
hours.
State Senator Vincent Fort emphasized the historical importance the church has played.
The things,
Key 81.
That occurred in this place
Take off 81.
spawned great educational institutions, great movements.
Some of the church members
Key
who were
81.
here today got a chance to keep some of the bricks of the building, and as the 130-year-old building comes down in one
Take off
day.
81.
Reporting in
Get ready,
downtown
camera 3,
Atlanta,
key 2, key
Jonathan
4.
Owens, Channel 2 Action News.
Take 3.
The stadium's
Get ready, B
construction is
sound.
also bringing havoc for Beyonce and Jay-Z fans. Channel 2's James Johnson found the construction of the new stadium has limited parking spaces for tonight's concert and is creating delays throughout Atlanta's major roads.
Take B sound.
Construction is underway.
Total
right
running
next to
time is a
Georgia
minute
Dome, and Atlanta Mayor
18.
Kasim Reed has advice for the thousands
The standard out
expected
cue.
to attend Tuesday night's concert.
I mean, the concert for
Key
tonight is
81.
sold out. You can expect the kind of traffic that comes with a sold-out event at the Georgia Dome. Biggest suggestion I have is that
Take off
just folks
81.
take MARTA. That is the best way to reach the Georgia Dome tonight, or to come to one of our downtown hotels, stay at one of them, and then walk over to the Georgia Dome.
A third of on-site parking for the Georgia Dome
Ready,
is
key
gone,
81
making it
again.
harder for Jay-Z and Beyonce fans to find a place to park. Captain Ken Skinner is urging fans to take MARTA or reserve a parking space.
Key 81.
Sold-out event since construction for the new stadium. We've lost over 1,500 parking spots. A lot of roads have changed. There's been
Take
road
off 81.
closures and other things with traffic.
Get ready,
And
key
with a third
81
of
again.
on-site parking gone here, some are speculating what that will do to the cost of a parking space right here in this private
Key
lot.
81.
Off-site parking, which is back the bluff. You know what the bluff is? The bluff is back that way. Even though it's a rough area, it's going to be sold 50 a piece. You know, people when they come in, they don't have no choice but to park there and walk.
James Johnson,
Ready,
Channel 2
camera
Action
1. Take
News.
1.
Traffic and demolition aren't the only problems surrounding
Ready,
the construction.
CVO.
People outraged with the financing of the two major stadium projects are taking their complaints to Georgia's high
Take CVO.
court. This group of activists gathered near the Capitol today. They're upset with the public money used for the Braves and Falcons stadium.
Ready, D sound.
Judges in both Fulton and Cobb counties validated the public
Take D
bonds.
sound.
They just went over the heads of the people, and we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars of public money going to finance these new ventures.
The group says it's looking at a proposed new bill that would require a voter referendum on public financing for projects this size.
Turbo.
And here are more details on both projects. Workers are clearing land for the new Braves ballpark. It's set to open in 2017.
And
last week, News Chopper 2 flew over
Ready,
heavy
camera
equipment
3,
on
key
the
2, key
property
4.
at Circle 75 Parkway in Cobb County. And the state approved the final design last week for the new Falcons Stadium. It's also set to open in 2017 in downtown
Take three.
Atlanta.
More development in Atlanta.
Ready,
The
B
National
sound.
Center for Civil and Human Rights is now open to the public. Visitors can expect to learn about civil rights history, as well as relive some of the events that activists went through during the civil rights movement. Channel 2's Ashley Gooden was at the grand opening and spoke with Mayor Kasim Reed as well as Congressman John Lewis about what the center will bring
Take
to
B
Atlanta.
sound.
Hundreds gathered here together today for the grand opening of this magnificent structure behind me, the Center for Civil and Human Rights.
Total run time is 1:14 with a standard out cue.
The ceremony, ending with the outburst of multicolored streamers, included a performance by an uplifting choir and wise words by local dignitaries of the great things the center will do for the community and abroad.
Aquarium, which has more than 1 million visitors.
Get ready, key 81. Key 81.
Which has more than 1 million visitors. And because
Take
of
off
the way
81.
that the Center for Civil and Human Rights
Get ready,
was
key
funded,
81 again.
It's going to continue into all of the tomorrows.
Well, this day means
Key 81.
everything to me. It is almost
Take off 81.
unbelievable, almost unreal.
One of the exhibits includes a model
Ready,
lunch
key
counter
81
with
again.
headphones where visitors can experience what civil rights activists went through at sit-ins.
Key 81.
I can only imagine what those
Take
people
off
went through.
81.
I don't think I could have done that.
Also, a model of
Ready,
a bus
camera 3
covered
for
with
the tag.
mugshots of the Freedom Riders arrested and thrown into jail.
I went on the Freedom Ride as a boy, but when I left Parchman Prison, I was a man.
The center had 600
It's a
visitors
standard out
today
cue.
and is projected to have had 400,000 by the end of this year. Reporting from downtown Atlanta,
Take
I'm Ashley
three.
Gooden.
Ready, camera
Tickets to tour
2 for the
center
two
range from
shot.
$10 to
With key
$15
1
and
for
can
the
be
weather
purchased
toss.
at the front entrance. For more information about the center, you can visit civilandhumanrights.org.
Take 2.
Well, it has been a pretty dry
Ready,
summer
C
so
sound.
far, but apparently that's all about to change.
Meteorologist Evan Chikvara has more from Severe Weather Center
Take
2.
sound.
Well, no showers or storms
Total
to
running
worry about
time of
again
this
today.
package
It was
is
another
2
beautiful
minutes
afternoon.
50
A few
seconds.
high clouds
Out
had
cue is
moved
low
in,
to
but
mid
many will see it
80s.
pleasantly reached 86 degrees, currently at 83 degrees, and look at that humidity, 29%, unheard of in the month of July. So hope you all got out and enjoyed it because things are set to change. You see this pattern we have now. This is upper levels about 10,000 feet, and this is a reading of the moisture content up there. And you see these greens, they're indicative of a much more moist, more wet air that will be moving over us with Friday and into Saturday. You see out with the oranges, which is dry air, and in with much more moisture. So back to what we normally feel like, that hot and sticky conditions. Let me take you hour by through Friday. As you can see, we start the day with lots of clouds. You can see most of northern Georgia has cloud cover, and that will be the same throughout the rest of the day. See, by noon, there's a few showers possibly over there in Gainesville down towards Athens, but again, lots of clouds. We're only going to give it a 20% chance of storms for tomorrow. The better chance will be ahead in the weekend, but as you can see, a chance of showers over in Rome, up towards Blairsville, possibly the North Georgia mountains, even especially as we go toward later in the evening. You see over there Gainesville and Blairsville, a good chance of a rain shower. Now your lows tomorrow, not as cool as today. We reached a record low of 61 this morning, and that was the coolest we have been since 1965. So tomorrow not as cool in Atlanta. You can see Blairsville, a cool spot up there at 61 degrees, 68 in Atlanta. Warming up decently, we'll still be below our average of 89 degrees. You can see 86 down there in LaGrange, 85 for us here in Atlanta. So it will be a comfortable day, but a cloudy one at that. Let me take you hour by hour into Saturday, where we do expect there to be some more rain. You see, we start off with good rain coverage up here in parts of extreme northwest Georgia, but that will increase. As you can see, great coverage from Carrollton up to Calhoun over to Athens. And as we continue, you can see here these yellows indicate more heavy rain. We don't expect any strong thunderstorms, but definitely a decent amount of rainfall as we head into your evening outlook, possibly doing dinner. You might not want to grill out because there is a very, very good chance of rain, and even into the late evening hours by 11 o'clock, you can still over here, Blairsville and Gainesville have a decent chance of a rain shower. Tonight, though, we don't have to worry about the rain. It won't be as cool as I mentioned, 68 degrees and partly to mostly cloudy. Then tomorrow, we do have that slight chance, about a 20% chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. We're looking at 85 degrees, so still a little below average. And then as we look at the 5-day forecast, you can see those rain chances really increasing. Saturday looks like the best bet is 70%. But Sunday,
Ready,
Monday,
tease
and Tuesday,
for
all
AVO.
60% chance of rain. Look at those highs in the low to mid 80s.
Take AVO.
Are you a
Ready,
target of
BVO?
phone scams? Find out how you can prevent these automated annoyances from calling you.
White.
Plus, there's still hope for the
Ready,
Atlanta
CVO?
Braves, how this weekend series against the Nationals turned out, and what's next as the postseason
White.
nears.
A group of missionaries from Liberia are headed back to the U.S. The precautions health officials are taking against the Ebola
And
virus.
master, roll your brake, fade to black. We're going to come up with a 2-shot on camera 2 with graphic 84 in the RP and key 1. Then we're going to go into the DVO. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and fade up.
Back to Channel 2 Action News, I'm Macy Lauren.
And I'm Taylor Saxton.
Ready,
Developing the
DVO?
Ebola virus outbreak, health officials are preparing to quarantine a group of missionaries returning to the U.S. from Liberia.
Take
They are
DVO.
members of the same
Ready,
Charlotte-based
camera 1,
organization as
key
Ebola
4.
patient Nancy Reipel. She is currently in isolation at Emory University Hospital. Doctors there are also treating Dr. Kent Brantley.
Officials have not said when the group will arrive. Health officials say the quarantine is a precaution.
Take 1.
The families of
Ready, double
undocumented
box
children
with
are
camera 1
seeking
and camera
help from
4.
local organizations to help locate their children that crossed the U.S. border alone.
Take double box.
Channel 2's Byron
Ready, camera 4
Jenkins
full.
joins us in the newsroom with what
Key
may
4.
be the cause of this surge in unaccompanied minors entering the U.S.
Take full. Ready, A sound.
That's right, Taylor. Many of those children are from families right here in Metro Atlanta. An attorney at the Latin American Association says she has families walking through her door every day looking for help in locating their children.
Take
It's
sound.
not an overnight phenomenon, but we've definitely been seeing increases for a while.
Damon says misinformation
Ready to
has
key
led
81.
these parents to risk the dangers in sending their children across the border alone.
So there's
Key
definitely
81.
misinformation, and unfortunately, I think
Take off 81.
coyotes and guides who are bringing
Total
these
running
children
time
from
of this
Central
package is a
America
minute
to the US
15. Out cue
capitalize
is
on
that they can
misinformation and that lack of
remain.
understanding.
Families from Central American countries are willing to risk the dangers of sending sometimes very young boys and girls to cross the border alone because of poverty, lack of opportunities, and an increase in violence in these countries.
And I think that speaks to a level of desperation and violence in the sending countries that has reached new levels.
The Consul General of El Salvador says she sees many families who believe that taking these risks could lead to a better life for their children in the United States.
I just think it's important to think in the safety.
Ready
of
to
the
key
child.
81.
Well, we
Key
try to
81.
inform exactly what is the situation.
Take off 81.
Trying to
Ready,
tell
camera
them
4.
that
Key 4
it's
for the tag.
in the hands of the United States.
You know, you're taking a great risk by bringing your children here, and there's no guarantees that they can remain there.
Stand by. Take.
Both women we talked to
Cue
agree
talent.
that parents from Central American countries should not send their children
Ready,
to
double
the
box
US
with camera 1,
because
camera
there's just
4.
no guarantee that they can remain.
Since this is
Take.
a national problem, Byron, what is the government doing in response?
Ready, camera 3. Key 2, key 4.
Well, following this increase in unaccompanied minors entering the United States, President Obama held a meeting at the White House with leaders from Central American countries to discuss a solution. We'll keep you updated on the results of this meeting on WSB-TV.com. Reporting live from the newsroom, Byron Jenkins, Channel 2 Action News.
Take 3.
Now to the crisis
Ready,
in the Middle
BVO.
East. There is a new 72-hour ceasefire in place in Gaza.
Take BVO.
Israel has withdrawn
Ready,
all
camera
ground
1,
troops from
key
Gaza.
2, key
The
4.
truce was brokered by Egypt. Both sides are expected to enter negotiations in Cairo for a lasting arrangement to prevent future cross-border violence.
Take 1.
No previous ceasefire in this conflict has lasted more than 1 day.
Take 1.
Email scams,
Ready, C sound.
also known as phishing, has gone beyond the internet. Channel 2's Vanessa Walls tells us what voice phishing is and how you can prevent it from happening to
Take C
you.
sound. Total running time is a
thousands of
minute
robocalls are
16.
made
You have
on
a
a
standard
daily
out
basis.
cue.
But how aggressive can these calls get?
Their customers are getting hit like 300,000 times a day.
Robocalls are pre-recorded messages typically associated with telemarketing or political campaigns used to call businesses and individuals. We met up with Mustaq Ahmad and Matt Anthony at Georgia Tech's Information Security Center to ask how the Federal Trade Commission can solve this issue.
To get
Key 81.
more interest in addressing this problem,
Take
they're
off
doing
81.
a contest at the DEF CON conference in Las Vegas in about 2-3 weeks. The contest, as the press release says, is going to be setting up a honeypot. We're talking honeypot is a place where these people, fraudsters, show up by mistake because they don't know that the number they're calling is not a valid number.
According to Matt Anthony, these calls tend to attack immigrants.
And so they would also have the fear of, deportation, that sort of thing. It's a typical tactic for them to find something that creates
Ready
a sense
camera
of
1
urgency
with
for the
Q4
caller,
for the tag.
so that they won't think about whether or not this is a legitimate call.
Vanessa Walls reporting for Channel 2 Action News.
Take 1. Ready camera 3 with Q2 and Q4.
You can call to report these robocalls.
Take 3.
Drivers
Ready
are getting a
DVO.
break at the pump. We're paying the lowest August average in 4 years. Metro Atlanta drivers
Take
are paying
DVO.
an average of $3.45 for a gallon of regular unleaded. That's 20 cents lower than we were paying a month ago. The national average is $3.51. Last month, on the 4th of July weekend, drivers paid the highest prices at the pump since 2008.
Ready camera 1. Take.
Here are your stocks for today.
84
As the
full.
numbers settle, the Dow is up more than 16 points to 16,569.
Add.
NASDAQ also up today more than 30 points to close at
Ready camera 2 for the 2 shot. Take.
Storms could be headed our way tonight.
Meteorologist Felicia
Ready B
Woody has
sound.
more from severe weather.
Take B
Center
sound.
Hope
Total running
everyone
time
had
is
a
2:58.
Wednesday. Right now, as you can see, we're dealing with nothing but a blue sky and nice,
Take
beautiful
off 81
conditions
now.
with no terms of rain. Right now, we're sitting at 88
Out Q is
degrees,
of that
but we're
chance
at
of
92
rain.
today as our high, so it's been hot, typical August. Humidity right now, 42%, nice, comfortable humidity. Now, right now, as you can see, nothing in terms of rain. And that's all thanks to this high pressure sitting on the Mississippi and Alabama border. And it's bringing in those dry, comfortable conditions for us. And that's nice to see. And it's rotating its way clockwise. And again, reasons why we're having this dry air. Now, we're going to take you for a humidity forecast. This is going to change by Friday. Now, for today and tomorrow, we saw nothing but comfortable and nice conditions with the yellows and oranges. But by Friday night, that tropical air is going to return once again, and that we're going to see more chances of rain for your Friday. Now, we're going to take you hour by hour again for your Thursday, because we're going to have this backdoor cold front move its way towards Atlanta, and it's going to be bringing in nothing but nice, dry air. And it's going to be moving its way towards the southwest, and it's going to be beautiful conditions. Now for Friday, we're going to be dealing with the humidity, because this front is going to turn into a warm front and push its way back up towards the north. Now for your low for tomorrow, we're going to be hitting about average with 69 here in Carrollton and 69 in Rome. Again, about the average of 71. Now for your high tomorrow, widespread 90s. Look, 93 here in Carrollton and Atlanta, and 96 here in Athens, and 95 in Eatonton. And even up in the mountains is going to be warm. We're going to be hitting 87 up there in Blairsville. Now, like we said, we're going to be dealing with some rain on Friday, so pay attention. So we're going to be dealing with nothing but clear skies here at 7 a.m., but this rain's going to start to develop here as we go on through the later evening hours. For 3 o'clock, we're going to see some of that rain start to appear. Then by 6 o'clock is when our heaviest chances
We got under
for
a
that
minute
rain
left.
to develop thanks to the daytime heating. Then if you have any plans for your 11 o'clock, as you can see, we're going to be dealing with tons of rain for much of the viewing area, mainly in the north.
After this, we're going to go into AVO for the
umbrella
T's,
if you have any plans for your
then
Friday
BVO,
night.
then we're going to fade to black.
Now tonight, mostly clear and warm. 73 degrees is your low for tonight, with maybe just a few clouds. Then
Got
for
about
tomorrow,
30
we're gonna see
seconds
nothing
left.
but mostly sunny skies and a hot 93 degrees. Now for your 5-day forecast, as you can see, we're going to be dealing with 20% chance of that stray shower happening for tomorrow. Highest chance is going to be Friday with 60% chance of scattered storms. Temperatures are going to be decreasing in terms of your high. It's going to be moving its way from 93 for tomorrow all the way down to 86 by Monday. We're going to keep that chance of rain for showers on Saturday, Sunday for 40%. Monday will be 30% of that chance of rain.
Take AVO.
It came close at this weekend's PGA Championship.
Ready,
How players
BVO.
raced to the finish and who came
White.
out on top.
And fans got their first look at the Falcons last Friday. What they can expect from the Falcons this season.
And Master Royal break, fade to black. Ready, camera 1, 3 shot. Take.
Now we have a look at some local sports from Andrew James. Andrew, I don't know
Ready,
about you,
camera
but I'm
3.
so excited for the new football season.
And as you should be, Macy. It's already getting off for a great start for the
Q4.
Atlanta Falcons.
Take.
Your home team, the Atlanta Falcons, have
Ready,
already
CVO.
improved from their 2013 preseason, which, last year was winless. With a 16-10 victory over Miami entering into the second week of play, it was a narrow victory for the Falcons, who still saw some key players
Take
out of the
CVO.
game. Roddy White was Matt Ryan's key target with
Ready,
both
camera
Julio Jones
3
and
with key
off-season
4.
acquisition Devin Hester not in uniform. The running game was absent of Steven Jackson, with Jacquizz Rodgers getting the start and the lone Falcon rushing touchdown off this carry. The Falcons will be
Ready,
away from
DVO.
home this weekend, continuing preseason play in Houston. Now, it was a fight against the field and against time, but Rory McIlroy pulled out his second PGA championship in Louisville, Kentucky this
DVO.
weekend. It was this shot
Ready,
on the
A
par
sound.
5 10th. Rory took a fairway wood 20 yards left of the hole, but look, it catches the lip and rolls. A shot meant to be. It stops within just 7 yards of the hole. Rory would sink it for eagle, and following later bogeys from Mickelson and Fowler, he would take the lead. Rory would maintain par on the 18th and take his 4th major, still needing a Masters championship to complete his
Take A
Grand
sound.
Slam.
He would win a 4th
Out cues
major
25
here,
years of age.
to
Ready,
be one
camera
behind
3,
Phil,
key
one
4.
behind Seve, level with Ernie, level with Raymond Floyd, I guess. I mean, I never thought I'd get this far at 25
Take
years of
3.
age.
Ready,
Second and third
AVO.
place finishes for Phil Mickelson and Ricky Fowler help their chances in joining Team USA in the Ryder Cup as Coach Tom Watson makes his decision before the Cup takes place in September. Now, Rory saw success with his fairway wood Sunday, and the Braves had some good looks from their wood as well, that being Alex Wood. Wood allowed
Take
a solo
AVO.
home run from Ian Desmond in the top of the 4th inning.
Ready,
But
camera
Justin
1 for the
advances
3
right back
shot.
The very next inning with a solo shot to left. Wood would go on to strike out 12 as the Braves took the series from the division-leading Nationals, winning last night 3-1. Sunday night's win still puts the Braves 3.5 games behind the Nationals in the NL East.
Ready,
Following
camera
the
1.
All-Star race, the Braves sit 2 games back.
Take camera
looking at
1.
a tough 2-week schedule starting tonight with the Dodgers at home. And that wild card is really important for the Braves right now, as that's probably their only
Ready,
way to
camera
get
2
into
for the
the
2
postseason.
shot, key 4 for the close.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't be worried about the Braves. You know, they always come out on top. Love the Braves. So thank you, Andrew, and
Take
thank
2.
you for counting on Channel 2 Action News. Remember, our
Ready,
team never
tower
stops.
cam.
We're constantly breaking and updating stories on WSB-TV.com and on our Facebook page.
We invite you to download our free news
Take
and
tower.
weather apps on your smartphones and tablets. You can watch streaming video of our newscast. We'll see you again on Channel 2 Action News Night Feed at 11. Have a great evening.
Master Royal Break, fade to black.